Who's there? Who's there? You just don't want to be left alone today, do you? Yeah? Say good morning. Say hello. Cool, there's something about a cat that just calms you down, eh? There's something about a cat that just calms you down. Say good morning. Is the sound okay? Can everybody hear me? What do we think? What do we think, Eric? Oh, Eric's off. Hey, do you want to investigate? Come on then. Whoa. Do you want to investigate? As soon as I sit down, you're going to run away, aren't you? I know you are. Say good morning. Say good morning to everyone. Hey? He was outside the door meowing and meowing just as I was going live, and I thought, well, I can't leave him there for an hour. And his buddy's indoors, his brother's indoors, eating all the breakfast. Hey? What do you want to do then? He's off. It's all good. There's something about cats for me, these two particularly, they seem to just calm you down. I mean, even if you're not a cat person, they're just unconditionally, they're always just, yeah, they have their own mind, you know, they have their own personalities. We were up at 5:30 this morning because I fired up the kiln, and that came out lovely. So that was great, and of course the cats were there with me. It was a bit hot. I am so impatient. I want to know that it's going to work, and everything came out great. It was lovely. So a couple of things were a bit, you know, experimenting with oxides again. I'm going to have to start Googling that because it doesn't work quite as I anticipated. But that's one of the things about pottery, is that it's that unpredictable art, you know. You can predict it to a degree, but then when you start experimenting, gloves are off, you know. Don't know what you're going to get. I like that bit. I think, all right, you. If it were always the same, I wonder whether I would enjoy it so much if it were always the same, you know. And I think that's the thing about the SHAC. You know, sometimes it's nice just to do something simple, isn't it? Keep it simple. And sometimes it's good to stretch yourself a bit. Hey? You have to travel gently. You have to know what's right for you, don't you? Yeah? Anyway, good morning and welcome to the SHAC. Paul is in the building with us. Paul is with you in the room. So if you have any questions, of course, then he's your man. If you're looking for anything on the website, he will be able to give you the link. How many of you are in our clubs? Are you in our craft clubs? You know, we've got 4. We do. For every single core product that we have. So we've got stamps, we've got a stamp club, we've got a stencil club, we've got a die club, and of course we've got a groovy club for the parchment aficionados. They're good, really good value for money. And the other thing is, of course, you get really good discounts if you're a club member. So that's something to investigate. Maybe Paul can, now would be, you know, be a good time to start, because we've got a club sale coming up in July. So it's a good half-price members sale. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, look, I'm in all 4. Well, Hilda, I'm in 3, I'm in 4, I'm in 4. Ah, lovely. It's good value for money, I think. You know, we work hard at it, don't we? It's really, to be honest, it's what underpins the business. The clubs are the foundations for clarity. Do you want to go out now? Look, in, out. Well, let's get started, and then what we'll do is we'll just start doodling and colouring, and I'll rewind so you know where we were, and then I'll let the cat out. Right, so these are the Poppet postcards that we're working with, and it's the flower ones that we're working on. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, but we always We use these as colouring vehicles, colouring tools, don't we? And then, for example, in each set, you've got 12 postcards, 6 designs, 1 large and 1 little. This cat is now climbing around the back of the computers. Really? I don't think so. You're going to have to go out. Hang on. He's right here. Now, if you stay still, look, here he comes. Really? If you step on the wires, Eric, we got a problem, haven't we? Come on, I'm going to have to grab. Yeah, you knew I was coming for you. Oh, distraction. Hang on a minute. I'm going to have to. There you go. Before he pulls all the cables out, I'm just going to go and let him out before we have a calamity. Come on, where are you? Oh, now I'm playing cat and mouse. Really? Come on, it's a lovely day out. Yeah, go on, off you go. Bye. He's just a joy. A joy. Excuse me. Yeah, so what we do, you see, is with the small ones, we create our own landscapes around. So there's hours of play in these postcards. And the ones that we've been working on last week and this week are this one, which is really pretty. And I brought some flowers up from the house because I wanted to show you, because we're talking about colour and colour combinations. And I was looking at these flowers with the peonies and I just thought, what a beautiful colour combination that is, with this lovely yellow and this beautiful pink. Look at that peony. What a work of art that is. I've drawn a blank. Lisianthus, alliums. Or are they alliums? Yeah, they are. Just lovely flowers. But it's the colour combination that it's looking at the whole thing. And interestingly, without even going to the flowers, but this is very similar. It's not dissimilar, with the alliums and the lisianthus, if you like, you see. The yellow's missing here though. But yeah, so that's what I was looking at the flowers and I thought, I'm going to take them upstairs for my friends to have a look at, because it's the colours. You wouldn't necessarily put a pink and a yellow together, but they do look lovely. Really nice. Now let's have a look. So what we did was, with the smaller one, we on a piece of tracing paper. Do you remember we did this, didn't we? We added a frame. There we are. And then we transferred it. Now, so there's the little piece that we had. And then we transferred the frame, didn't we, by tracing it through. We did that on Monday. And so now we have this. And just in case you're catching up with us, it's fine. It really is. We hang out every Monday and Wednesday, don't we? At 10 o'clock, just for an hour. And I've got a lot going on in my little life at the moment. I'm not complaining, but there's a lot going on. So I don't have a lot of time in between sessions to get ahead of the game. So I would call this winging it. So we're working together. And the only thing I've managed to do today is bring the flowers up to add a flash of colour to the screen for you. And so what we're going to do is colour in. And if you recall, what we did do, we took our white pencil, and you can either use the white polychromo or the white pergoliner. And what we did was we added flashes of white, didn't we, in the flowers, in our frames. And so then when we go over, whether we go over with polychromos, whether we go over with the Faber-Castell pencil or we use our pergoliners, we use the aqua pencils, the 20 aqua pencils, we used them dry, didn't we? And then you can add water later. It's entirely up to you. It's all about which colours you want to use. So because I went with the oranges and the yellows and the pinks, I decided to give the polychromos a go today. I thought we'd give them an airing because they are brilliant pencils. Have you got these? We sell them. We sell them. You definitely get what you pay for. There's 60 in a tin. Look, there's a couple. They're not missing. They're just haven't been put away yet. It's all right. I'm on it. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to do is use. I'm going to wing it with the polychromos. So I've got a little piece of. I've got a tester here. See, so I was looking at different colours here. What I like, right? Bit of orange, and you'll see when you. But the point is with the SHAC. The whole point with the SHAC is use what you've got. You know you can't not join in just because you haven't got the right pencils. Use whatever pencils you've got. See, so I'm going over the top now with a yellowier one. What have I got here? 109. Nice colour. Yeah. But what's interesting is the white stays white. Do you see that? So I'm going to use that one, and I think I'm going to use a nice pink. So there is a nice pink in here. Pink Madder Lake. That looks quite nice, isn't it? Yeah. It's quite, yeah, I like that. I think I'm going to go with those colours and maybe a little bit more yellows and oranges and pinks, like really this kind of blend. I just love that. I think that the Marina Fedotova artwork that we're using here is very delicate and very pretty, which is why it's so easy to draw around as well, because she has a very sketchy kind of hand, doesn't she? A kind of sketchy flourish, and it's easy for us to emulate that, you know? So let's just start, and I think we'll pick a couple of, should we do a little swatch first? Come on, let's do a little swatch and decide which colours we're going to use. So let's do that first. Do I think that's a little bit citrusy? I do. I'm going a bit warmer than that. I may go a number darker on the, yeah, I might do that. I may do that. What's this one then? Another pink. No, it's a bit redder. I'm going to stick to that one. You see, of course, loads of us have got both, haven't we? So let's use both, because there are, in here, there are some smashing colours. There you go, that pink's great. Mix them up. Mix up what you've got. That'll do. I'm just going to dive in and out of the different boxes, I think. That's what I'm going to do today. And we're just going to add a couple of flowers, and I think I'll go stick with that yellowy colour for a minute, and let's do some flowers up here. So I think I'm going to go with the yellow on that flower there. Let's just bounce around and get a bit of balance. What you'll see is that where you've put the white will resist, whether you use pergoliners, whether you use the aqua pencils dry, whether you use the aqua pencils wet, whatever colours you use, the white B pencil, the white B for blending pencil, or the white polychromo, these are the waxy based ones, the oil based pencils, and they will create the block, the resist, the seal. Okay. Good to get them out of the box if you're using them, because there is a white aqua pencil and that won't do the job. Okay. So let's just get a little bit of orange going, a little bit of yellow. Let's do that one as well. And then we'll just settle into colouring in. There's nothing like it for calming the mind, eh? There's nothing like it for calming the mind. I think I might have missed this one with my whiteness. You can always see the whiteness just by holding it to the light. Now, Today is a special day, actually, and I want to say a huge congratulations and happy birthday to Bea. Bea, are you there? Now, last year, it was Bea's 90th birthday, and this year, of course, it's her 91st. And last year, with the lockdown and everything, your great big 90th birthday, it kind of got overlooked a bit, didn't it? And so this year, we're making up for it. So I want to wish you, on behalf of everybody in the SHAC, Bea, a really happy, healthy birthday. Is everybody going to say happy birthday with me? Right, at the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Bea. There. Now I feel my day is complete. 91. Golly, that is amazing, Bea. And your artwork is amazing too. And Janet, hats off to you too. Janet, she's been a customer and a friend of ours at Clarity for, God, Janet, how many years now? How many years? Hey? How many years? And Janet and Bea are very, very firm friends. Yeah. Doesn't this look pretty now? Just one pencil. Look, you could do the whole thing just with one pencil. And do you know what, Bea? When I finish this, I'm going to send it to you. I will. That will give me a reason to complete it. Because at the moment, I'm bouncing about a little bit, to be honest. I've got a bit of a washing machine thing going on in my head. So this will be really good to just finish this nicely, and send it to our birthday girl. 91. Gosh. I wonder if I'll get to that good age. That is amazing. Yeah. There we are. There, doesn't that look good? You know, we were talking about last week all about Jack and Ori and the story, and you know, I mentioned it came up that we've got a house in New Mexico, that I bought that house. Do you remember I was talking about it last week? And sometimes, I don't know whether this has affected you at all, but you can't help the thoughts that come into your head. And with all the coronavirus and the pandemic and blah, 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 1.5 years nearly of this, don't you sometimes think about your mortality? Is it just me? But it'd be weird if you didn't, I think, right? And I was thinking, God, because I got to 62 this year, which is an age, isn't it? I haven't enjoyed getting to 60. 60's not been my favourite. I don't know. I know some people say, oh, life begins at 60. For me, it was like something not that great. I'm until Gracie, she put me in my place, because she said, well, Mum, actually, I think it is amazing, because she said, you have got a reason to celebrate. A lot of people don't get to 60. And I thought, point taken. I'll take that. I'll accept that. She's right. Be grateful. The fact that you're aging is actually a good thing. So I thought, all right, I'll accept that. And then there was another point that I was thinking about, this aging and the whole fact, because it does, if nothing else, this pandemic has definitely highlighted our frailty, hasn't it? In loads of different ways. Now, this looks pretty. Oh, what else do I want to do? All right, I might leave that for a minute, because I'm not sure yet. Oh, I know what I need. I need a sharpener to do this one. It's highlighted our frailty, has it? It has mine anyway. I think about it, and not in a whingy way. Just think about it. Think, wow, 62. I'm not 32 anymore. That's what I think. Where's my sharpener gone? Oh, this place looks like a bomb's hit it. And the reason is because I got TV on Friday and I've got all my toys out there. Okay, I haven't got a sharpener. Okay, I'm going to have to just be careful. Yes, so I was talking about the frailties, it's got to cross your mind, doesn't it? Eh? When people are dying around you, you got to wonder. So I was wondering about that. Now, so back to this house in New Mexico. When I bought the house, it would have been, let me see, 2000 and what we on, 2004 perhaps, would have been around then, 2004, so it's 2040, 16, 17 years ago, something like that. And when I bought the house, I bought it from a lady who was in her 70s at the time. Yeah, she'd lost her partner had died. He was a very, very talented artist, they both are. And Dorothy Baker, she lost her partner. And she was, it was a big old place to be rattling around in alone. She decided that she was going to go and live with her daughter. Anyway, Dorothy and I, we've always stayed in touch. And on Facebook as well. And here we are now, 2014. So we're looking at 17 years, 2004, 2014. So it'd be 17 years, 16, 17 years since I met Dorothy. Bearing in mind, she was already in her mid-70s at the time. Yeah. And I saw that she was celebrating her 90-something birthday. And she still looks phenomenal with the Stetson and beautiful white hair. She's just written, she lives in an art community in Southern California. She's just written her second book. She's so full of vitality and energy. I mean, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know her that well. I just see what she puts out there. And she does creative work. She does gallery work. She still exhibits. I mean, fantastic, And she's in her 90s and still smiling that 32 teeth smile. And if they're all still her own, then blimey. Just inspirational for me. And if I think, well, I'm 62 and I think, you get those dark thoughts, don't you? You're on the downhill slope, you're over the hill and all that. And then I think about her and I think, I've still got 13 years to go before I get to the age when she sold the house to me. And just, if you think of it like that, then you realize that life is still got so much. There's so much that you don't know. There are so many future memories. There's so much still ahead. We can't start worrying about the end of the road because it could be a long way away, And that really, I think of her often, Dorothy. I think of her often. Now, this looks pretty. I'm liking this. Do you know what? I think I might turn to a pink now. I think pink might look really nice. What about the pink roses? Let's use a percoliner on the pink. Message from Janet. Bea was totally thrilled. Huge thanks for your good wishes. We've been a customer since 1994 when Bea found you at Gillingham Saver Centre, at the Saver Centre. Do you remember? That long ago, 1994. That's when we just came back from the States. Good grief. Yeah, 1995. And then we went to Tunbridge Wells and I had a stall there. Yeah, I know. That's right. I did. Cool. Well, I am so pleased to know you. There you are. And that exactly underlines what I'm saying about Dorothy, who's also in her 90s. See? And Bia now, she's in her 90s and still going strong. Yeah, still producing beautiful artwork. These pinks are nice. Just a lovely light flash of pink through the roses. See, that could be peonies as well, couldn't they? Nice. And then once we've done an undercoat with them, then we can go back in and that look pretty with the pink and those yellows. We do need to pick a green, don't we? Okay, this is good. Now I might go darker. Now I definitely need to use a sharpener. Talk among yourselves for a minute while I just unearth a sharpener. God, I've got a box somewhere because I sharpen it into a box, don't I? Here it is. It's easier to find a box. There you go. The mixed media show on Friday. I've got 2 hours, 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock. And these stamps are like next level. Really beautiful. Very arty. Very, yeah, they're lino cuts. They're some of my lino cuts again, but really cool. And Lucy at work, she's helped me create some superb, when you look at them, let me show you a set. Let me show you, because they're all over the place here. Honestly, it looks like a bomb set here. Let me just show you these. Look, you see. So what we've done is we've got, you know, like our backdrop stamps. So we've made backdrop stamps that look like, so you can make your art look like a lino cut. Really cool. And then these, though, these are sort of very clever because they overlay these alliums, for example, they overlay, and you've got all the chatter here as well. So, for example, if I show you a couple of samples, you'll get it then. Look, see? These are two different sets. That's the teasels and the poppies. But this, for example, this shows you, you see now, so you've got the heads, but then you've got the backgrounds, and you can create chatter as a background. This is superb. This is Dee's work. You can see how you can change the colours. Isn't that lovely? I mean, that's really, really cool. And this is a really nice background. You know those mixed impressions backgrounds, the big stamps that we do, the mattes. There's one that I always reach for it. It's called Dots and Spots Grunge, and it just works. It doesn't matter what colour, where you do it, how you press it, it just is fantastic. And this one that's coming up on Friday, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. It just looks superb. And so what happened was I got carried away, you know, because obviously I've got a limited time to show it off. And I got everything out the cupboard to show you. Oh, I've got to show you this. Right, so this is playtime. This is, let me just show you this, and then you'll get it. If I show you. Right, this is the set. Netting overlays. You see these netting plates, look. See? These are the netting plates. Just superb. And so I got a bit carried away, but I just love this. This is superb, really. Look, I've got to show you this. But it's see, so this is like a netting plate, and what I did was I did an overlay like that, so you get like an aperture, but it's all really cool. And then I did, look, see, so I used that same that funky stamp in the background, a different size one. But you see how you build them and you can stretch them, you can put them in any direction you want. And then what I did was, when I drew these, I drew a little box in the corners of these, because I think they look great as a little signature box. I mean, you can use it for whatever you like, but I thought it'd be lovely to put your signature in there. And of course, they work landscape, don't they? Or they work like that way around. You can put the chatter where you like. So really, really versatile. And so what happened was I got carried away prepping for the Friday show. and as you do, it all came out of the cupboard. Everything. And so that's why it's a bit of a mess and I can't find anything. So I just put it all to the side. But very, very beautiful stamps, very arty. I'm really pleased with the way they came out. Hats off to Lucy as well for her input. Yeah, so there you go. And that's Friday. And I've got to finish up that artwork. So I'm going to get onto that. I shall get onto that. Yeah, I just want to put a little shadow around these roses. Bit of depth inside there. Just on the, you see? Let's get some of that. So it looks like it's folded in. There you go. Yeah. Oh, don't press so hard, Barbara. Just need to give myself a point again. So. That's nice. Right. There we are. So am I the only one? Am I the only one doing this? Or are we all having a go? What colour shall I use now? I want to make her a brunette, don't I? Now I like that brown in here. There's a nice brown in here. So let's start. I might use that brown as well. Have a look. Bit orangey. Bit reddy. Right, this one. This is the one I want. B3. And that's why we always test. There we go. I think I'll make her hair brown. Otherwise it's all a little bit too yellow, isn't it? So nice feathery strokes from the parting. There we go. And this will be, I think this will be, we should be able to finish this, shouldn't we? This nice picture today. Don't you think? There, I'm using a B pencil and I'm just working in layers. There's a little flower in her hair. I think I'm going to... Don't you find that when you look at the artwork more and more, you see more and more? That's what I find. Right, light layers like this, flicking up. Now, what colour should we put in her hair? I think a little pink flower, don't you? Let's do a little pink flower. There you go. It's got a little pink on there as well. Just a little flash. Don't have to get too excited about that. Maybe a bit of white through there. Tone it down a bit. Oh yeah, that looks good. Nice, just over the top. Hempstead Valley. So whereabouts do you live then? Do you live in the Medway towns? Do you? You must do. Where Mum and Dad live. Doing a lot of to-ing and fro-ing at the moment to Mum and Dad's. Traffic's unbelievable, really. But there you go. It is what it is. I do it gladly. There, this is nice. Yeah, I like her hair. Just toning it down with a bit of white over the top. It's a good blender, that, isn't it? Yeah, that looks pretty. Nice. Right, we've got some more flowers to do here. So we've got, I think, what do I think? Looks at flowers. We've got that lilac colour. That's the colour, the allium colour. I think that would be a nice colour to add. Should we do that? Come on then. Right, allium colour. Or a really light pink. I could go that way or that way. Light pink. It's that fleshy colour. Let's have a look. That's quite nice. I wonder, I can always go back in over the top. That's quite nice, you know, rather than the lilac. Because the lilac, we did that on the large one. Come on, let's keep it really, yeah. Okay, come on. Let's do this. Do it light and like that bouquet. So we've got a light pink, a fuchsia pink, fleshy pink. That's the way to go. That's the way to do it. Maybe a dark in the centre. That's the one. Doesn't take long, does it, once you get started? What are we going to do about the dragonfly? Should we do that? I wonder if that would look right pink. Yeah, it does. A little flash of pink. There we go. Nice. Don't need much, do we? Cool. And then green. Now we need a green. What do I think about a lemony green? No, I don't think. What do I think about this green? I wonder. Yeah, what do you think? That's quite nice, isn't it? Yes. Right, come on then. Let's do a bit of green. Yeah, there you go. Bit of green. And then, of course, when we've done this, see, what's nice about this bit is this is our own line art. This isn't from the postcard, is it? This is the postcard, and this is our own work. So that's quite impressive, girls and boys, isn't it? Nice. Little leaf. Where else have I got my leaves? That's all, I think. Oh, I know, through here. What glasses am I wearing? Yeah. There we go. Don't you find that it's nice just to keep it simple? I really think we had such an adventure when we did the Camelot, but it was really, there was quite a lot going on there. That was quite the challenge, wasn't it? So it's nice to just tone it down a little bit and take it back a step, and do something really simple like this. There's little orange dots like that. I think that's going to be orange. Yeah. So I've got that whisper of something going on there. I'm going to do that green, I think. Hey. There. Yeah, now let's have a look at shading a leaf. We're going to put the shade when you do a leaf. See if I can remember this. When you do a leaf, the shade, it comes on that side there. In that side, inside, on this side, right? So you're going to go on that side and then on that side. That's it. So you go that side and that side. It's that side and that side. That'll do. Don't get too caught up on it. That's what I say. Especially not with this. This is really simple stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it looks good though. Now we've done our little, that looks pretty. That looks pretty. There we are. So now we're going to do this bit here. Right. Paul says you like the look of the new stamps. Bread and butter again, is it? Bread and butter. I'll tell you what, I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know what I think is going to happen. Right. I had a grocery delivery today again. I'm going to have to stop this. I've got enough food now. I mean, the kids are coming home, so that's okay. They'll eat their way through the freezer. But I can't believe the amount of food I'm buying, considering there are only two of us. I know it's taken me a long time to accept the fact that there are only two of us. I don't know about you, but when the kids left, I still kept buying as if there were 4 adults in the house, you know, and I'm still doing it. And then since lockdown, and I don't know why I'm doing this either, what colour should we do these? I've got a bit of white going through there. I'd really like, I think I want, do you want to leave it open or do you want to put a little flash of pink through there? Yellow. I'm going to go with a little flash of yellow. Just down the side. Yeah. There you go. On the inside. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I can't believe the amount of food I'm buying. So do I think that there's going to be another, you know, remember if everybody did what I'm doing at the moment, there'd be a global food shortage. I don't know why. We must have 7 loaves of bread in the freezer. And I'm off bread because I'm trying to lose weight. So how do you work that out? Mad. Chicken? I could have a chicken party. I thought, why have I bought another chicken? I've got 3 in the freezer. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I thought I'd cut back on this morning's delivery. I thought, I better. It's only, I don't know, mismanagement. Too much money and mismanagement. There you go. That's probably what it is. So I'm going to have to get a grip and start either cooking it or at least checking what I've got. I don't know why. I'm sure I'm not alone. I like that with a little bit of yellow. Hey? That's pretty. Yes. I might tone it down with a little bit of white. Yes, that's even nicer. See how the white just takes the edge off it, doesn't it? Yeah. Tell me I'm not alone. Am I the only one who does that? See, I still don't feel really, I'm not fussed about going to a supermarket. I'm still not I do like the online shopping, but I think that's where it's going wrong because you don't have to carry it. Oh, yeah, I fancy that. Yeah, click. And then I've got a feeling that somewhere in my account, I've got like regular stuff because I know I did not buy pork pies. I did not click the button and select pork pies. So I think they kind of automatically, at some point in my past, I've obviously got my favourites and they automatically add my favourites or something. Because I know I didn't order pork pies and there they were. And Dave doesn't go in behind my back and do it. I know that as well. And chocolate. See, now I know I didn't order chocolate. I did not. I specifically deleted it. I went back in and deleted it because I thought this is no good. You can't buy 4 bars of chocolate. The chocolate arrived. So there's obviously a little button somewhere that I've got to go and investigate where my regular stuff is. You know, like, because I also didn't order 8 pints of milk, or maybe I did. I've got so much gear. I'm going to have to take a week off work just to eat it all. Am I the only one? Come on, help me out. You must be. I'm not alone, am I? I'm not alone. Nahid. While watching and listening today, I finally picked up a pencil and started colouring again after 6 to 7 weeks of losing my mojo. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm very glad to hear that. Should we try a little bit of grey? Come on, let's try a nice grey. Have you got a nice grey? We'll go a light grey though. Oh God, look, it's everywhere. I've got pencils everywhere. Get a nice grey, a light grey. That's a nice light one. That's a nice light one. If you haven't got grey pencils, Paul, yeah, that's lighter. Oh, I'm never going to be ready by Friday. Have a look at the set of 12. The set of 12 polychromos with all the different greys in. This is a nice light grey. Keep it delicate. I can always add depth. Cold grey too. And then I've got my favourite one, which is warm grey too. Look at the difference between cold grey 2 and warm grey 2. That's warm grey. See, to me, that's beige. Right? That's not grey. And that's grey. But that to me is not grey, really. I wouldn't call that grey. But do I want to use that one? Or do I want to use that one? I'm going to use the cold grey. Right, and then we haven't done the water yet either. So let's put a little bit of grey. Let's add a little bit of depth around the flowers. Here we go. So you're just going to... It will give the whole thing a softness, apart from depth as well. It will just gently add a little bit of a shadow, like a drop shadow. There you go. Just round the edge of the flowers, especially the ones in the background. There we are. And it will just soften the line art. There. This looks nice. There we go. So Gracie's been working out because, of course, we had a marvellous weekend with our festival, our Open Days festival. That went particularly well. I think you enjoyed it, didn't you? And Grace has been working hard, figuring out all the prizes and picking winners and making sure that we know who to send what to. So that's cool. I'm glad that she's taken that off my plate. She's a good girl. I can't wait to see her. All things being equal, she and Mark from California will be coming home in July. I do hope that nothing comes up and that falls through. I do. I really do. But again, you know, it is what it is. Just got to be glad we're all safe. There. That looks good, doesn't it? And then a little bit of feathering just to soften it a bit. See how it softens the whole look of the flowers? So that's a real light. And I think I'm going to add a really light down that edge there. Just slowly down we go. Keep going over the edge and then flick it through. That'll look good. Yeah. Tuck in. There, that looks nice. Let's do the same down here as well. Just along the outside edge. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Bit of shadow on the water as well. I'm going to add a little bit of grey. We could add the water dry. Should we try a different trick this time? There you go, that looks good. Just a little bit of grey. Do that to start with. Nice, nice, nice. Right, we already did a little bit of drop shadow on her legs, didn't we, with the brown? Done that. Bit of shadow. See, it's not hard. It's not hard to try something simple like this. You know, if you lose your mojo, I went for a long walk yesterday in the afternoon after I attended an online funeral, which was quite powerful and very sad, very, 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 very sad. And then, you know, again, I thought, I've got to kind of clear the head really, because I was very, very unhappy for my friend. And so we went for a walk through the woods, Dave and I. And you know, it is all about that. Just keep it simple. Just don't, you know. Just realign your thinking. You know, you've got to kind of get your gratitude list going, and just going in with a slightly darker colour now. Slightly darker grey. There we go. What's this one? Cold grey 3. Well, there you go. On top of cold grey 2. Yes, we went for a walk in the woods, and we were talking about loads of things. We talk about business, we talk about gratitude, oh, that's gone wrong. Rubber. Or shall I just tone it out a bit? Come on, take a lighter pencil and just tone it out a bit. We were talking about, you know, I find it very hard to be creative, to order, you know, like I have to seize the moment. If this sort of work, how can I explain it? When you do, like yesterday, the funeral really, it affected me. It affected me because I was so sad for my friend. And then I haven't got, you know, because Nahid was talking about losing her mojo. And then I lose my mojo. And because I have to do it for a living, you can't force it. You know, I can do simple things like I can then, for example, I could clean the kitchen. I could pick the cherries. I could do simple things that don't require thinking, you know, tidy up, sort my pencils out. I still have to keep doing things. I have to do things with my hands. But when that happens, I can't start drawing lino cuts or doing something. This I could do, even if I had a really a lot going on in my head. This would help me because it's simple. Yeah, this is nice, this shading, because it's simple to do. It's not work related. Really isn't, is it? I don't consider this to be work related. It's not. I'm not having to design a set of stamps or do something that carries a lot of investment or money or time, man hours. You know. When that comes, though, when I get that feeling, that thought, or I have a good idea, I have to grab it with both hands, you know, and I have to go for it and do it quickly. And I bet you understand exactly what I mean. So I totally get Nahid when she says that she lost her mojo. God, that resonates with me. And I don't think you can force it either, can you? If it's eluding you, it's like just got to kind of let it go. Just let it go. And if I got the light one here, yeah. Let it go and then just let it. Just do something simple. And then what I find is that clears the head. You know. That's what I find anyway. You know. Or like yesterday, I just had to make a piece of artwork and make a simple card from a friend. You know, and then I'll write the card when I'm when my head's clearer. Not today. Not today. When my head is clearer, when I'm feeling more optimistic for her, then I'll write to her, possibly at the weekend, you know, when I can write something uplifting. She don't want to know my sadness around her situation, does she? God, I tell you what, life is hard sometimes, isn't it? Trying to stay upbeat all the time. But, you know, at the end of the day, What's your alternative? I haven't come up with one yet. I'm very lucky, and I know it. You know, I'm very lucky. And you know, and then things happen like what have happened to our friend, and then you think, oh, blimey, yeah, that certainly right sizes everything that, you know, all the stuff that you think is unfair or difficult or challenging, you know. So pales into insignificance. Absolutely does, you know. Doesn't it though? Yeah. This looks so nice with that shadow, doesn't it? Well, I like it. There you go. There, doesn't that look pretty with a little bit of shadow? Yeah, so we've got it down the bottom on that side, down the bottom and on that side. So you've got that continuing. So the light source is always coming from that side. Do I want a little bit of shadow around these flowers? Maybe a little flash, maybe a little whisper. You could titivate this stuff for hours, couldn't you? Just going on and on and on. But, you know, it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm finishing this card for Bea. There you go, Bea. This one's for you, love. Yeah. So, do I actually want to put blue in there? I don't think so. And then, look, oh, the little goldfish. Yeah. Let's put a little goldfish in. And on that happy note, we'll finish for the day. Eh? There we go. And have we sent any cards? Are we sending any cards for Katie and her sisters that say joy on them? For Joy Steels? Another poor woman that lost a fight? No, I don't know. But you were going to make some cards. Yeah, if you get a chance, send them to me and put a little joy. Just put joy at the top in the envelope, and then we'll get them made. We'll make sure that Katie gets those. Katie and Bob and the sisters. Yeah. It's just one of those weeks, you know, just going through a phase at the moment, aren't we? And all we can do is just send positive energy and love, isn't it? That's all we can do. There's nothing else we can do. There we are, for Bea. I wonder if I could dare I write for Bea in there? What do I think? Or do I leave it? Maybe I write on the back. It's all nice and clean. That's something personal. I shall figure that out. I shall figure that out when I'm having a quiet moment and I'm thinking about Bea. Yes, that's what I shall do. And so on that happy note, I shall love you and leave you. And yeah, if you get a chance to spend a little time making a card for Kate and her sisters and Bob. Katie, you know, she just lost her mum. You know, she just lost her mum. Oh, God. Right. I'm going to leave it grey. I'm not going to add any blue to this because I think blue would bite. Blue would bite. Cool. Can't stop titivating, can you, Grey? Nope. There you go, Bea. That one's for you. And on that happy note, I will love you and leave you. And you know what? Like, follow and share. Do all those good things. Sign up for the newsletter. Join the clubs. Be part of the community. You know? Get in there. Roll your sleeves up. Get invested. It's good for the head. It's good for the head. It's good to be part of a community. You know, it really is. It's a strong family, the Clarity community, isn't it? So there we are. I shall sort that out. And don't forget to join me at 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock on Friday. I really must do something about the mess here. And I've got to go and eat some cherries. I bought way too many cherries. But there you go. This is my problem, not your problem. So have a lovely Wednesday. Enjoy the sunshine. Sun's coming out. Paul, thanks for your help. And look out on the blogs for the winners, on the Clarity Matters blog and on my blog. We should start announcing all the prize draw winners. That will take a couple of days for Grace to sieve and work her way through that lot. Go easy, be safe, and I shall see you, if not Friday, on Monday. Lots of love. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.